And we're back. Right. So where was I? Okay, so first part's in. So going from standing to first step. We've got the angle set for that. So he's down there. And he's looking pretty happy. So from there, we need to get the next step in. So the next step, obviously the first step has just got it's all left leg. There's nothing happening with right leg until the second timer. But on this step, right and left leg need to work together. Because you're going from so it's not you're not in standing position now, so you need to work both legs together. So next step would be call it 3. So we'll get the third timer in. And this one is right leg. Raise. Now, get that off there. So what needs to happen here is your left knee needs to straighten and your left hip. So knee, left knee, reverse, and left hip, reverse. Reverse. So that'll straighten the left leg. Excuse me. That straightens the left leg. Now while that's happening, the right leg needs to swing forward. So that needs to happen on the right leg. So your right hip, your right knee, and your right hip raise. It's that in it. That one. Right hip. Reverse. Then right knee. Reverse. Then hip raise. Trigger now. Now that should by rights put... Oh, and the ankle needs to straighten. So, ankle bottom. Right. Think that's everything. The toes, I'll put the toes in later, but I want to get all the walking done first. The toes obviously have to move as well, but I'll stick them in when I get the sequence in. So if I trigger that now, oh Jesus, there's Clang getting stuck in. Doesn't like that at all. Look at that. Jesus wept. I wonder if I put a bit of inertial on there. That's better. So a little bit of inertial. Right, something's making a racket. What's going on? Something's not happy. You hear the banging? Something's not happy. It's not this one, is it? I think it's this one. Hold on. Let's stick some inertial on that one. Yeah, it's got rid of the banging. Actually, no, it hasn't. It's got to be this one, isn't it? Something's banging away. Looking for vibration. I think it's this hip. Ah, it's me being an idiot. Sorry. It's because this is switched on. So what I've got here is this is attached to a post, and this is trying to pull it over. So it's causing the banging. That's what's going on there. Right, not worried about that. Right, so that's that one. And then walk 4 is right leg, drop. Right, rid of that. So this has to be left ankle, bottom one, wouldn't it? Left ankle, bottom, reverse, and at the same time, hip raiser, right hip raiser, trigger now. right? And that's exactly the same position, but with opposite legs. So then, what you normally do is link the first one you did with the other one, but the first one's from a standing position. So walk 1 is your walk prep, right? So that kicks everything off. So you've got to recreate walk 3 for the left leg, and then that'll join walk 2, okay? And that's your loop. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll give you your walk sequence. And the first one, which is the one you used to start walking, is your walk prep. So that's your left leg going from standing to putting your first step in. So walk 5, left leg raise. Right, so walk 5 has to be exactly the same as walk 3, but with the opposite leg. So have a look at what you've got. So it's going to be right knee, right hip, left hip, left knee, left hip raiser, and right angle. So left hip, left knee, so that straightens the left leg. And as the left leg straightens, the right leg needs to kick off. Right hip, and right knee. Hold on, have I done that right? No, I haven't. It's with, oh, your right leg's forward. It's me being an arse. Sorry, me being an arse. Right, try again. So you need to straighten the right leg so everything's on the right. I'm just going to put right. right hip, right knee, left hip, left knee, left knee raise, and left ankle. Bottom. So that, by rights, walk prep 1, I'm going to put that as command, because that's what you would put into your, always do that as well. Anything that you would put into your switches, I put CMD in front, command. So that tells us that that kicks everything off. So all these are redundant. You don't need any of them to go into switches. You just need that one, and that controls all these. Okay, so always call that command, and then all your commands will be in one group. When you look on your, so when I look in here, see, got me 3 commands. So that'll spread the hips, which I'm going to change. That turns all the turrets off. The AI on the turrets turns it all off, so it's not blasting the shit out of everything that's moving. And that's your first. Basically, you go from standing to walking with that one there. So that's my CMDs so far. So I would need 3 switches. So if I was in the cockpit, it'd be all me walking I would have on page 1. So it would be left, start walking, up, stop walking, right, stand, and then down would be something different. I don't know, like a reverse. I might be able to get a reverse in. Okay, so that's your that's why I do that. Just makes things easier to find, especially when you're in the cockpit and you're putting your switches up. It's a quick search for CMD, and all the commands are there, and you just choose which one you want. Right, stop waffling, get on with it. Right, so basically what we've got there is, hopefully, that leads straight to walk 2. Right angle bend. And hip raise, left hip raise off. Right? So that's your walk sequence. So I've got to link all them together so it starts walking. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it at that. So walk 5 is the end. I'm not going to link 5 to 2 yet, because I need to get a stop mechanism in. So if me walk is just press one button, it'll do 2 steps, stop. So let's link these. Now I've got 1 second. Do I need 1 or 2 seconds? If I put everything on 2 seconds for now. So walk 2 activates walk 3. So I put start on that. Walk 3 activates walk 4. Put a start on that. And walk 4 activates walk 5. Put a start on that. Excuse me. Right, so, and then what you would do if for continuous walk, walk 5 would activate walk 2, and that would continue the cycle. But I'm going to leave it so it stops there, so I can put me stop and me stand in as well. So what I'll do is, see, turned round. Why is he turning around? Is he turning around? Yeah, he is. He's turning around slowly. Why is that? Them are all off. So when you've got something like that, that's turning round slowly. So that to me is telling me I've got collision somewhere, and it's causing an unknown force. But I don't know whether it's because of these 2 wobbles. Remember what I was saying about the wobble on the other one? So we've got a little bit of wobble there, and you've got a little bit of wobble there. That's causing the vibrations, and that's turning. But because it's turning, that's telling us I've got a collision somewhere. And it's pulling. Which way is it pulling? It's pulling to the left. So I would say there's something pushing left. I think it's that toe there. That toe is going hell for leather. It's just pushing it slowly round. So I'm going to stick. This might explode, mind. That's even bloody worse, isn't it? So obviously that foot's not flat on the floor because of the angle there. So what I think I might do is, on my bottom one, I'm going to give it an extra degree. So bottom, instead of being 0, I'm going to stick it to 1. There you go. See how that stopped wobbling now? Stop wobbling. It's no longer rattling. And it's not moving. So there you go. Just a very small adjustment. So it's a little bit off center, so when it's standing it's going to be, there's going to be a 1 degree tilt. But we've stopped that vibration. So that's not going to go wandering around. Because that's what you're looking for, you see, stability. You want as much... See, that's still having a gun, like. There's a lot of weight on this front bit. That's because it's pushed over. I think that's as stable as that's gonna get anywhere. That's what you're looking for. When you're getting your walk cycle and your balance and things like that. Just the slightest little, see that slight little shake can cause issues over time. So as you see, you had the little shake there, and that mech's turned nearly 90 degrees, just leaving it standing, right? So that's the sort of thing you're looking for. You need to try and get your angles absolutely spot on. And the more accurate you can get with that, the less bother you have with clang. See, everyone, when they see me builds and they say, how would you know, how's clang not rip the crap out of you? Well, clang does rip the crap out of us constantly. But when it does, I find out the cause and I adjust. So that there was a possible clang issue. So after a while, that toe would probably either clip into the ground and explode, or there'd be too much weight on it, it would explode. So that's clang there, straight away. That toe should no longer explode and cause issues with the rest. So there, he's gone. Hopefully anyway. That little vibration there, that worries us, but not too much, because it's never going to stay in this position for too long. But that's how you sort of get rid of clang. Any little issue like that, adjust. If clang blows your build up, find out why, adjust. You might have a collision issue. It might just be as simple as adjusting an angle by 1 degree. So always adjust. Now this is still shaking because that switched on. Now do I want the walk to end like that? Tell you what I'm gonna do, because I don't want the walk to end with the foot up. I want the end with the foot down. So I'm going to join one's joined to that's joined to that. Actually, I can't. Oh, can I? Bollocks. Right, walk prep needs to activate. Walk 2. What I'm gonna do, I want it to finish on 2, but because 2 is joined with 3, I can't do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put, until I've gotten everything else put in, I'm going to duplicate walk 2. I'm going to call it walk end. Right, duplicate walk 2, call it walk end, give it 2 seconds. Walk 2 is right angle bottom and left hip raise. Raise. Left hip raise, wasn't it? Trigger now. Right, and I'm going to walk 5. Activates walk end. So we're at 2 at the minute. So that's me 2 steps. Right? Now, I'm going to cut the stream there, then come back on, get that down there, and see if that walk works. So I'm just going to save this, and we'll end the stream there.